by those turrets, and of course, that beam is going to continually charge up on the shield.
White Noise just barely clipped Krandov on the drive-by, and you're looking through the eyes of White Noise himself, taking up a lot of space. Charge misses from Krandov. Sheer Cold dangerously low as a Symmetra beam from Fuki is just getting ever so stronger. They're pushing Sheer Cold to White Room. We'll take a chill pill until this point unlocks. It's been capped by EXO. They are down 2, but Sheer Cold have a few numbers down as well. 4 versus 4. Shield not so healthy for Krandov as they try and huddle behind that Ant Matrix of Lucerne. This shreds the shield of EXO. Immortality comes up from Slay. It saves White Noise at a critical moment as that Symmetra barrier also cuts the point in half, adding extra protection to White Noise.
No one's looking at Backbone, and no one's looking at Fuki either, moving around the back.
Well, Fuki going on a flank as Sid usually want to play behind shields because you don't have a lot of mobility because you're not going to place that TP to escape, of course. But Window has been summoned in the corner. Sheer Cold. Once you corner a dog, they will bite back, and EXO just fell apart after that. But I mean, as the dust clears, it's still 3v3. The point still captured by Oblivione, who've gotten to about 25%. So Sheer Cold want to see if they can flip it. But Fuki, with that photon barrier, will make sure they have a well-placed shield until White Noise gets back and they can keep protecting the point. But EXO, they're not going to waste any time. It's a Symmetra TP right to the point. Sheer Cold tried to read it in time, but Krandov is isolated away from the rest, and Fuki only gets stronger with the Symmetra. But both sides have traded out a tank. Sheer Cold only have one healer, and it's a Mercy. How could you possibly have the resources to fight back into this where there's a Mei wall, there's 2 shields, and there's a Symmetra that's going to melt your face off? And they got to disengage to a high ground if things get a little heated. This is such a wonderful setup from Oblivione. They cap it instantly, and they're gonna get stagger kills. Wow, that's a Mercy pocket. And questionable again. I have so many questions. Okay, there's things happening. Let's see, 5v5. This is really favoring the defense, who have closer respawns, so Sheer Cold are chilling, and Maymon was maybe chilling a little too hard. Oblivione on the high ground, their tanks are low, and White Noise didn't get the immortality field in time, or any healing of that matter, as Anj goes for a res right in front of Fuki like that. Is everyone okay? Is everyone woken up today? Because I have so many questions on these decisions.
Anj just died twice to silly circumstances, but once again, it's going to be Lucer who tries to bring the point back under control. The reinforcement of NKZ on the Reinhardt here has at least stopped this point from being flipped over just now, but they're running quickly out of health, and they're running out of friends even faster. The balls will meet in the middle, and once the shots connect, it's going to be difficult to try and ascertain this, but Bob with 1200 HP is going to lock this down, Lemon.
And the touch at 97%.
Going in for the kill, and the focusing beam will find it. Now Greffen sweeps back in on the Tracer. KSAA finds 2 with the bomb. And this has to be the flip for Falcons Esports at this point. Hurricane can't hold on to this one because of their option to go for the McCree. And if they're going to run through this corridor, just one tag's enough. He's got it online. He's going to launch it straight down the middle. It's eaten up by KSAA. He knew it was coming.
It's just generating so fast, and look at how they're waiting for the defense matrix to go down this time so it doesn't get eaten.
They launch it straight from the thing. They just guess where it is.
Oh my god!
What? How does he keep getting away with this? He can't keep getting away with this.
Oh my god. I popped off so hard when KSAA ate the second Dragon Strike. Holy cow. No, they have to make sure that the Supercharger pops out the Immortality Field from Exarath, and then they go in with the Gravitic Flux.
Oh, good eat there from KSAA. Ooh. He's done it again. He may not have the Diva to do it, but you can still pull that off on the Sigma.
Around the central point they are. There's not really going to be great target focus unless you're able to go in with the directs. Wow.
YZN took him out of the sky with the direct rockets, denying the duplicate.
But are the 2 ultimates that Falcons Esports have, will that be enough against a full slate? I think that's okay though, especially because British Hurricane right now, they're really playing to try to get the patient game happening here. They want to try to take out as many ground units as possible, because if Pharah's going to be closer towards the point, that's sort of a dead Pharah, right? That's going to be just an easy target.
They haven't dealt with the fire adequately. YZN's going to come in to clean up duty with the pocket, just commits the barrage to hell. Now, this is one of the problems that kind of been highlighted by just ignoring YZN.
Also, she's going to be contesting for those health packs too.
That was 2 directs. And a third for YZN, I believe, to take out Yikids. The accuracy of this lad is point. Yickers is not going to find any value, I believe, from this one. Finzi gets demech, uses the self-destruct to reconnect, but they're booped off the map. YZN finding 2. Both tanks removed for British Hurricane as YZN finds a 3rd. Someone needs to clip the wings of this Farah, and I don't think the Hurricane have the ghouls to do it.
It looks like this is going to be going the way of Falcons Esports, especially because YZN can just sit on the point and hit the rocket barrage when everybody moves in for British Hurricane.
Cloud going down means that another avenue is going to be opened up for movement. One less checked position as SirMajed looks for yet another big nade. Back gets Johnny and Sam. What a play from the Saudi flex support.
Wow, right off that, and do these soft rotations. They have the nano now. SirMajed delivers it to Doge. Loser has to drop the immortality, and KZ is low. The bio grenade from SirMajed will deny resources. 4 down for sheer cold. It's like Cloud couldn't get any closer to make that shot any easier because he wants a chance to climb up on that wall in case this Tracer were to sneak up on him, and that's a great wall. SirMajed picks up Krandop, only 1 shield remaining. For the defense of sheer cold, that's a big gravitic flux too. Tools will be able to use his, but the ultimate's being matched from Raspberry Racers is lethal with the triple kill off the supercharger.
Hopefully we'll be able to give a significant amount of distraction to Raspberry Racers, and if they're lucky, pick off SirMajed. He is the key target right here for my man. Oh, and hello!
What? I was gonna say, why are you there? Why are you there? Yeah, it takes a bunch of stickies and the wrong focusing beam from Maymone to just get that first pick, and KC receives the immortality, and it was already dealt with. This is just an unfavorable position for Raspberry Racers. Left side coast approach from Lethal. He's got the mercy pocket of Gustav. He's looking for stickies behind these shields, and this does so much. You get so much ult charge from this. Now being really aggressive, uses the focusing beam on the immortality, but either way, this is resulting in a first pick, but traded Gustav. Shockwave knowing that they were going to trickle into that room because of the Diva Bomb, and then just getting right back into the Meg, knowing you have nowhere else to go. What are you gonna do, right? Like, Doge is now hacked, and with this rally, it's gonna allow Raspberry Racers to make their way over to the point because they have to contest sooner or later, and this is the opportunity to do so. And we saw Sugarfree at one point try, get the hack, and the Soundbarrier did allow him to win that trade, but once again, Cloud on that Tracer blinks right back into the fight, and he had the spawn advantage for that one fight in particular. Luckily, the rally here in the situation for Raspberry Racers keeps Raspberry Racers alive, and here's that EMP. Because they have that rally already used up, they have some shields to work with, and Jakaru, with this Primal, is trying to split some of that piece. The Immortality field, though, stops him from getting anything done. And look at Sugarfree's positioning. He's just waiting for Raspberry Racers to drop down, feeling confident. See, Twill's also just shooting in every direction just in case that they can call out Sugarfree in the process. Shockwave took a lot of damage there, but the Supercharger right behind the wall for safety. Sugarfree's right here with the EMP, finds everybody but Cloud, and that's all you need when the grab now is going to come down onto Raspberry Racers. Fusion University, though, they're going down. Raspberry Racers are able to move in. Here's how is that? How did that even happen when the EMP came out? Fusion University are now down not only 3 members, but Raspberry Racers are speedrunning onto this point.
Yeah, and I don't know if the rally is going to be enough to sustain them. There's only 2 bodies on this objective, and Raspberry Racers, they're looking so healthy. Gustav is the only one under pressure, and it's just not enough.
Now with less than 10 seconds, they have to stay on this point when it hits overtime here. Raspberry Racers, they find a hack onto Doge, but he's still alive. Gustav is right there to help them out, gets right back to the rest of the team, but Lethal goes out first, and that's not what you want to see with Fusion University now making their way over. Shockwave taking Doge as he makes his way to protect the rest of Fusion University. Jakaru's out. Shockwave with the pulse bomb doesn't find anyone, but Boombox with the coalescence at least is right there. Helps us some sustainability if Poco could get back into this mech. Not too sure what could happen here. Raspberry Racers now with the rally to try to help sustain, but Lethal made the swap over to the legs, and let's see if this can actually make an impact with overtime coming in. Cloud and Gustav getting enabled, and SirMajed popping off. The EMP finds 3, but to what degree here, Heroics? Raspberry Racers have held back Fusion University.
Oh my god. The composure that Raspberry Racers had there. SirMajed somehow staying alive through all of that.